Few cities on Earth have transformed as rapidly as Dubai. In just half a century, it has risen from a quiet desert settlement to a global icon of ambition and innovation. This is a place where ancient traditions meet futuristic visions, where the call to prayer echoes between glass towers, and where yesterday's fishing boats share the horizon with record-breaking landmarks. In this journey, we will return to the very same streets, docks, and skylines to witness the extraordinary transformation from the sands of the past to the skyline of today. This is the story of how a city redefined what is possible. Half a century ago, Dubai was a world apart from the shimmering skyline we know today. Back then, the heart of the city beat along a narrow stretch of water, the Dubai Creek. Wooden dhows rocked gently in the tide, their hulls heavy with dates, spices, and gold, bound for ports in India, East Africa, and Iran. Streets were unpaved, lined with palm frond houses, and the air was filled with the smell of the sea and the desert wind. Few know that in those days, there wasn't a single asphalt road. The very first one was built in 1961, connecting 𝐼𝐸𝐺 to 𝐼𝐸𝐺'𝐵, a short stretch, but the first step towards the city's transformation. Life was simple, yet even then, the seeds of change were quietly being planted. In 1966, a discovery beneath the sands would change Dubai's destiny forever: oil. Yet, unlike other cities blessed with such wealth, Dubai's leaders knew the resource would not last forever. Sheikh Rashid bin Zayed Al Maktoum made a bold decision to use the oil revenues not as an end, but as a beginning. Ports were expanded, airports modernized, and trade routes strengthened. The city began to stretch beyond the creek, its skyline slowly lifting above the horizon. By 1979, the Dubai World Trade Center rose above the desert, a lone giant at the time, and the tallest building in the Middle East. To many, it was just a building, but for Dubai, it was a statement. The future had arrived. By the early 1990s, Dubai was no longer just a port city. It was becoming a stage for architectural ambition. Along Sheikh Zayed Road, glass and steel began to rise where once there had been sand and sparse low-rise buildings. Every new tower seemed to compete not only in height, but in design, pushing the skyline upward year after year. Then, in 1999, a silhouette appeared that would become one of the most recognized in the world: the Burj Al Arab. Standing proudly on its own man-made island, shaped like the sail of a dhow, it was more than a hotel. It was a symbol of a city intent on telling the world it had arrived. Inside, more than 1,700 square meters were covered in 24-karat gold leaf, reflecting a level of opulence few could imagine. Visitors crossing its soaring atrium felt they were entering not just a building, but a statement that Dubai was ready to play in the league of the extraordinary. By the turn of the millennium, the once modest skyline had transformed into a glittering corridor of ambition, visible for miles across the desert night. In the 21st century, Dubai stopped competing with others and began competing with itself. Every new project seemed destined to break a record or to create something the world had never seen before. The crown jewel of this ambition rose in 2010, the Burj Khalifa. At 828 meters, it shattered the record for the world's tallest building, piercing the clouds and redefining what a skyline could be. But height was only part of the story. Dubai turned its attention to innovation and design, creating the Museum of the Future, a gleaming elliptical ring adorned with Arabic calligraphy that doubles as windows, each one quoting the visionary words of Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum. In 2019, the city unveiled the world's largest 3D printed building, a testament to how technology could shape construction itself. And just when you thought the extremes couldn't go further, Deep Dive Dubai opened, the deepest pool on Earth, 60.02 meters down, with a submerged city for divers to explore. These wonders joined a growing collection of superlatives: the Palm Jumeirah, the world's longest driverless metro, and the Dubai Frame, a 150-meter-high portal linking views of old Dubai to the glittering new skyline. Even the unexpected found a place here, like a gold-dispensing ATM, where a credit card and a dream could turn into a solid bar of 24-karat gold. Together, these creations told the world, Dubai is not just building for today, it is building for the history books. Dubai's journey is far from over. Today, the city stands as a hub of trade, tourism, and innovation, but it is already setting its sights on the next horizon. Plans are in motion for sustainable urban districts powered by solar energy and designed with nature in mind. The desert will see more green spaces, new cultural landmarks, and mega projects that push the limits of engineering and imagination. Yet beneath all the steel, glass, and ambition lies the same spirit that shaped the first asphalt road in 1961, a belief that the future can be built, not just awaited. We've traveled through time together, from the wooden dhows on the creek to towers that touch the clouds. And this story, like Dubai itself, is still developing. If you've been inspired by this transformation, join us on this channel, because here, we don't just tell stories about cities. We preserve the memory of what they were and witness what they become. Your view, your comment, your share, they help keep these histories alive, so future generations can see how our world changes before their eyes. Subscribe and be a part of documenting history in the making.